Here's another picture of it. Mainly I was looking at the ocean part, but I thought it was a great,
that
great
too.
scene. And this was another a variety that you could use, but it takes two people to work it, and it's not user friendly, and it is a little more on the cheap, undurable side. And there's that guy again. Like I mentioned before, about $34,000 will take care of this. And I believe, there we go. Staff recommendation is to approval of purchase and installation cost of the wheelchair accessible ice swing in East City Park using an estimated $3,000 in funds donation from the Moscow High School Buddy Club and the remaining funds from the Hamilton Fund for a total of about $34,000. And that's all that I have. They are here to answer questions.
Well, we're going to, Dwight, if you'd please sit down for a minute, because I want to bring these two young ladies who have been
Super.
enduring us all evening. You can come back to Dwight in a minute, okay? I want Miss Horner and Miss Bales to come up, and their advisor can as well. But these two young ladies, I'm going to share something with you, ladies and gentlemen. I get a chance to see these young women from time to time, because on one of the other hats that I wear, I'm the chair of Stepping Stones Foundation here in Moscow, and have been for 2 years, and these young women have brought presentations in front of us, and I have been so proud of these kids over these last several years that I've been associated with Stepping Stones. So please, tell us what's on your mind, and tell us a little bit about the Buddy Club.
Well, just to clarify, we're co-presidents also. So basically, the Buddy Club is a club at the Moscow High School that works to promote inclusion and create events that really, make students with disabilities feel really at home at our school and really adds to a really inclusive and accepting environment at our school. We put on events like cookie decorating, like holiday events, and then our upcoming event in March is Spread the Word to End the Word Day, which is basically a national day that is dedicated to stopping the use of the R word. So we put on various events throughout the year, and we really think that this swing, though it's not technically a school event or anything, would really add to the inclusive and accepting environment of Moscow as a whole. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's have Lena. How about you? You want to share the other young lady? You want to share with us what is
Yeah,
more?
so a really cool thing that happened to Buddy Club 2 years ago.
Think about two.
What was it from?
Creme to Care for Kids.
So we won this grant from Creme 2 Care for Kids for, how much was it?
5,000.
For $5,000. It was really cool and really exciting, and with that money, we have been looking for a way to give back to not only our school, but to our community. And when they stumbled upon this idea, it seemed like a fantastic way for Buddy Club to use the funds that we have,
Some.
some
We've
of
already
them.
used some of them.
Yeah, we have used some of them, but to use some of those funds to go back to giving to the community.
And we
Great.
wanted to do East City Park because it's a really central park, and it's really loved by a lot of Moscow, obviously, and it's really close to the school. And we use that when it starts getting warmer, we take some of the students up there during class periods, and so it would be a really great location for it.
Very, very nice. How about your advisor? Should we hear something from your advisor? You got to be incredibly proud of these kids.
I am. These girls are wonderful. I think kind of adding to Lena and what part of the reason we didn't want the bench type for lifting, where you have to lift somebody, is one, we don't do more than, we always have a two-person lift. I never ask the students to lift, and oftentimes it's the students that go up with another student to the park. And then also with the bench ones, if you've ever been around somebody in a wheelchair, the wheelchair is actually an extension of their body. So we're asking, if we taking them out of their extension, part of their body to put them in a swing, they're typically not nearly as comfortable. And so that's why, a lot of people asked us, well, why not just that? And that was the reason, is because we want them to be able to stay in their wheelchair and be able to be with their friends, and their friends can put them in the swing, and we don't have to, the adults, that's one of the big things with Buddy Club that I've always pushed is, they get to play with or hang out with their MH peers, and us adults are very boring, and I get that. And I want them to be able to have time to hang out with their friends, and we can step back as far as we can and still make sure there's, safety in there. But these two girls have been great about making sure that happens. I'm going to miss both of them next year, actually. But so, yeah, that was kind of the reason we wanted to make sure that it happened.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. Now, you had a question for Dwight, or was it?
Yeah, and I just wanted your letter that you wrote, Lena. Or you're Lena, sorry, I'm sorry, I missed that in the piece, I'm sorry. Anyway, the letter that you wrote that's in our packet says everything that you all said, but I just thought it was exceptionally clear that you were very interested in contributing to the community, and I think you're going to inspire some other actions, and I think that's going to be really good. Yeah.
Okay. Other questions? Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.
I have a question for Dwight.
Okay,
Yeah, that's-
Brandy's got a question for Dwight.
As do I.
Okay.
Who will do the installation?
We will do that in-house.
Okay.
And as I also said in the packet, I mean, we have quite a team of folks that, they're certified installers. We've had practice now. This is a whole lot smaller, but we saved the city a considerable amount of money. Just Indian Hills alone, we saved the city in staff costs or labor costs about $14,000. So it works, and we have quality control and schedule control, everything. So it's working out really well. This is just as far as construction anyway, another playground, and Dave in the back there, I mean, they've got it under control, so it should be a nice project.
I have a question.
Yes,
for
so-
Dwight. Go ahead.
So Dwight,
I'll come back to you, Jim.
at Parks and Rec, originally you all had talked about a section of the park. Could you go into just a little bit more information about, so people could understand where the ice swing will be?
It will be really close to the bigger kids' swing set, or not swing set, but the playground that's there now, and it would be on the swing set side. And it'll be facing the bigger kids' swing as well. And that was by request, and so that they'll feel as they're part of the peers that are out there.
Jim, you had a question?
Yeah, I had a question for Dwight. As I look at the design on this, it looks really sturdy, and I was wondering if you'd talk to the welding shops in town, if they, it's obviously can easily be constructed by somebody in Moscow. Have you talked to anybody about that?
About fabricating
Building
one?
that, showing them that picture and say, could you build this for?
We have not gone down that road. No, have not. I don't know that
You
we're.
wouldn't even consider that?
Well, I mean, they need something to go off of to begin with. I don't know. I don't know if this particular one involves liability issues once you go off of things that are already approved by the national safety standards. I don't know those answers. I suppose they can build anything, but doing it the right way and but no, we have not approached that. We haven't done that with the playgrounds either,
Right.
which would be the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, so,
I would like to make the motion to approve the purchase and installation of the wheelchair accessible ice swing in East City Park using an estimated $3,000 funds donation from the Moscow High School Buddy Club and the remaining funds from the Hamilton Fund for a total of $34,000.
Second.
okay, we've got a motion by Brandy, a second by Gina to approve the purchase and installation of the wheelchair accessible swing in East City Park using an estimated $3,000 funds donation from the Moscow High School Buddy Club and the remaining funds from the Hamilton Fund for a total of $34,000. I'll start the roll with Ann.
Aye.
Hi.
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
There we go, kids. Thank you very much. I'm so very, very proud of you. Keep up the good work, kids. Go Bears, huh?
Dave, money.